So if they scrap out the shortage occupation list, it automatically means that no one is going to be able to come to UK under any visa.
The sole purpose of these criminals is to use these people as cash cows.
So if you're looking for a stranger in my Telegram group so that they become your dependent, what are you trying to happen? I have to ask it in broken English. What are you trying to happen, guys? So I'll let you know the truth and you hear the truth. If you want to unsubscribe, you go ahead and unsubscribe, but do not. What is up, guys? Welcome back to my channel and thank you so much for tuning in. I really appreciate you taking your time to click on this video. I'm doing this video for two reasons. One, I want to give you an update on the health and care worker visa. Like, the government of UK is on a serious crackdown on people who are coming here to UK, and I'm going to be giving you all the details in the video. And secondly, I'm doing this video because I'm pissed off. One of you pissed me off, guys. I don't normally get pissed off. It's very difficult to make me angry. This is the message that the individual sent me. What pissed me off the most is that she started by sending a message in the Telegram group. For those of you who don't know, guys, we have a Telegram group. I cannot call it my Telegram group. Yes, it was opened by me, but it's our Telegram group where we've got over 10,000 people. Yeah, over 10,000 people. And this is a wonderful group, guys. People help each other with questions about relocating to UK. They also share jobs, ideas, and all those things. Whatever questions that people have, they just throw in the group and people just work together as a team to answer those questions. So that's one of the reasons why I'm pissed off, because this individual threw a message into the Telegram group before coming to me and then came to me after throwing the message in the Telegram group. If you're interested in joining the Telegram group, I'll leave the link in the description box. So this is the message, guys. So the message says, "Good morning from my end here. Please, sis, I was supposed to share with you before going to the platform. A colleague needs a male dependent for health and care route, so I thought Annie might be interested. That's why I shared it on the platform." So she had shared a message on the platform saying, "I am looking for a dependent," in the Telegram group. So I had asked her in the group what she meant by saying she was looking for a dependent in the Telegram group, and then she replied in the inbox and said it's a paid COS, it's £10,000, but she needs one to share the cost with her so they both migrate. So this individual had sent a message in my Telegram group asking for a dependent. I'm looking for a dependent. I asked her, "You are looking for a dependent?" Because me, if I'm talking of a dependent, I'm talking of my daughter, I'm talking of my son, I'm talking of my mother, I'm talking of my father. Those are my dependents, and those are the people that I put in my health and care worker visa application when I was coming here to UK. So if you're looking for a dependent in my group, what do you mean? So she went on to explain that she wanted to share the COS cost with this individual. They both pay £5,000 each, and it will be £10,000, meaning she thought it's going to be cheaper if she finds someone to share 50-50 with them. So guys, this is what is currently happening. A lot of people are relocating to UK. I know people from my country have done that because they reach out to me when they're not facing problems here in UK. They come to UK with fake partners. They come to UK with fake husbands. Guys, let me warn you. Back in the days, it was super easy to just pass off someone as your husband and say you've been living together for 2 years and you provide maybe photographic evidence. Now the UK has become strict. These are some of the questions that they ask you if you're applying for a visa. So even if you get a certificate of sponsorship and you don't have this evidence that they are looking for, they can deny you a visa after having paid £10,000 together with your fake partner so that you relocate to UK. If you claim to be husband and wife, they need you to have documents in both your names. Do you have 2 documents in both your names to show you have lived together at the same address for the last 2 years? You need to provide a document for each year tenancy agreement or letter from landlord, mortgage agreements or evidence or property ownership, utility bills, bank statements, joint or individual, other bills such as phone, television license, cable television, other official documents showing you both have the same address, like driving license, payslip, etc. So if you're looking for a stranger in my Telegram group so that they become your dependent, what are you trying to happen? I have to ask it in broken English. What are you trying to happen, guys? I had to delete your messages because I didn't want people to be influenced by such messages. See, what pisses me the most is that I always come here. If you want to buy your COS, whatever, I don't mind, but I don't want to be part of that. I always say people should not buy the certificate of sponsorship. There are companies hiring from overseas offering visa sponsorship where you don't have to pay anything. I'm against people paying thousands and thousands of pounds for the COS. And to me, if you are to come to our Telegram group fully knowing that I'm against people paying for a certificate of sponsorship and they're looking for someone to help you share the cost of the certificate of sponsorship, that's disrespect. That's how I view it anyway, guys, because you know very well that I'm against it. So why would you even ask such a question in a group where I say people should not practice unscrupulous things? You understand, guys? Want to pay for your COS? That's none of my business. You go and do it outside of the Telegram group where I am not involved, because I don't want to be involved in any of those things. So guys, it is now a trend because people found a loophole that it is easy to come to UK if you come with someone as a dependent, meaning the individual is going to pretend to be your husband or the individual is going to pretend to be your wife. Just as you can see, this individual was looking for someone to share £10,000 with her. So the person comes in as their husband. Imagine looking for someone that you've never met before in your life so that you apply for a visa together and pretend that individual is your husband. How ridiculous is that? It's no longer going to work, guys, because the UK government has changed. So it's not going to be a walk in the park whereby you just tell the government that, oh, we've been together they want proof that you've been together for 2 years. So if you're coming to the Telegram group and you're looking for a dependent, where are you going to get that proof? I know people are so unscrupulous, they can even fake things. Where are you going to get that proof that you've been together with this person for 2 years, you've got an electricity bill or whatever in your name? Anyway, let me not ask that because I know people fake everything. They can fake bills, water bills and everything. But the UK government is now aware of that. Those people, they buy the COS and when they come here to UK, they suffer because all they want is to get a certificate of sponsorship to get them here to UK. But once they're here in UK, there are no shifts, there are no jobs. And this is what the government of UK is now saying.
The sole purpose of these criminals is to use these people as cash cows. They are running businesses at a much reduced cost because they're not paying them what they're supposed to. It is our number one priority at the moment.
The government insists companies operating unlawfully may face prosecution and removal from the sponsorship register. Many in the care sector believe urgent reform is needed to protect workers and the vulnerable people they live with.
That was designed to allow carers to be recruited from abroad, resulting in constant allegations of fraud and modern slavery. The concerns have led to a nationwide investigation into care agencies operating illegally, as our communities correspondent Becky Johnson now reports.
They provide a lifeline for vulnerable people, and a shortage of carers in Britain means staff are needed from abroad. But Sky News can reveal widespread visa fraud and a nationwide investigation into modern slavery in the care sector. In northwest England, we found migrants knocking on care home doors, desperate for a job.
We are looking for a work permit, most of the care homes giving work permit or jobs.
Inside, staff didn't want to be identified, but told us they're constantly being contacted by companies they've never heard of, offering them carers.
We probably get about 4 or 5 calls a day asking if we need any agency staff. And a lot are now phoning and offering that they'll do a free shift.
And in terms of the knocks on the door from people asking for work, how often is that?
2 or 3 times a day, I'd say.
It's happening because some companies are illegally charging for work visas and then failing to provide jobs. This woman, who we're calling Mary, paid £4,000 to an agent in the north of England for a certificate of sponsorship for a full-time job as a carer. It was only after she arrived from the Philippines in July that she realised she'd been conned.
Have they given you any work?
No, even single day of work, they couldn't provide, they didn't give us.
Visa rules mean she's only allowed to work full-time for her sponsor, and any part-time work has to also be in care. So like the people we saw knocking on doors, she's also been approaching care homes.
Do you feel trapped?
Yeah.
Could you go back?
No, I couldn't. I spend a lot of money and my family doesn't know my situation here and I don't want to tell them. They will be upset.
She's scared of the consequences of reporting her sponsor, which is why we're not naming the company. But it's one of several apparently fake agencies set up since February 2022, when the government began allowing carers in on skilled worker visas.
So I think it's very, very close to people trafficking.
This care home owner in Milton Keynes had to pause overseas recruitment after finding out an agent he'd paid had also illegally charged a worker for her visa.
What sort of sums of money are we talking about?
So the recruiter's getting £30,000 to bring somebody over. So actually, it's probably more than the transporters are getting for the rubber dinghies coming across the channel.
A major investigation is now underway into multiple care agencies.
So guys, without a shadow of a doubt, the UK is on a crackdown, and all those companies that are paying the certificate of sponsorship, they're eventually going to get shut down. And if they get shut down, in case you're working for those companies, you're also going to be affected, because if the company sponsoring you has their license revoked, it also means that you also automatically stop working. So guys, let us try as much as possible to follow protocol. Apply to NHS hospitals, apply directly to care homes. Stop using these fake agencies who are making you pay ridiculous sums of money, and when you come here to UK, you come and suffer. A lot of people are suffering. I know most of the time when I do videos like this, people unsubscribe. The truth is painful. Me, I'm not afraid of saying the truth because people will unsubscribe. I'll let you know the truth and you hear the truth. If you want to unsubscribe, you go ahead and unsubscribe. But do not spoil things for other people, and stop this thing of paying ridiculous sums of money for the certificate of sponsorship so that you come here to UK and you suffer. Because at the end of the day, I'm not going to suffer. It's you who's going to suffer. And at the end of the day, you're making things difficult for other people. Because as it is, the Migration Advisory Committee, you know, the Migration Advisory Committee, it has recommended that the UK scraps off the shortage occupation list because of these things that people are doing. You see, it's going to affect everyone, because imagine if the shortage occupation list is scrapped off. If it's scrapped off, it means everyone suffers, whether it's a nurse, it's a doctor, it's an engineer, or it's a what. Everyone suffers, because it means UK can no longer hire people from overseas because there's nothing called the shortage occupation list. Guys, let us not act desperate. I know it's not easy to get a job here in UK, but keep applying and applying and applying until you eventually get a job here in UK. Doesn't mean that it's impossible. There are thousands and thousands and thousands of people who came here to UK without paying a single dime. There are thousands of companies which are still hiring from overseas without people paying a single dime. So you don't want to be spoiling things for everyone. If you came to UK and paid to come to UK, you're going to be investigated. You are going to be investigated. If your employer made you pay to come to UK, you are going to be investigated. You're going to be answerable, and don't be surprised if you find yourself kicked out of UK, because it's possible for the UK government to kick you out of UK if you did not come using the proper channels to UK. This is all that I wanted to share with you guys, and thank you so much for watching. I will see you in my next video. Bye.